Welcome back to Over 50. Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo Bills. I've had to wait before I could start doing this video because I didn't want it to be nothing but a tirade full of explicitives. But here we go. So they played this little play down at the line of scrimmage called "Who's the quarterback?" I got a question for you. Who can play defense? How about we answer that question and we play those people? Because obviously we don't have the people out there that can play defense. I don't want to hear Chris Jones. Yes, Chris Jones was out. Chris Jones is one man. Okay? All right, I want to hear Frank Clark coming off injury. It's next man up. Spagnuolo needs to figure this out. He can't wait till week 8 to figure it out and then coast through the season because first place is locked up. We don't have Jack locked up. We have the cellar locked up. We have a lock on the cellar. And whoever wants to take it can take it. Go ahead. But there's no takers. How about run the ball? Wow, we handed the ball off to Tyreek. He got 16 yards. We never went back to that play. Hardman's got speed. They obviously weren't ready for that. Sure, CEH got hurt. Okay. All right, big deal. You still didn't run Darrell Williams. You still didn't run Jerick McKinnon. I think McKinnon had 1 carry and Williams had 5. Patrick Mahomes was our leading rusher. And now get me to Mahomes. Okay. Mahomes had a bad game. There's no question about that. I mean, Mahomes is human. Even there's some days that he can't make up for a horrible defense. I mean, he threw the ball 54 times, completed 27 passes, 2 to the other team. 1 that was a pick 6. Okay. So you take that off the board. The defense, we still lose by 10 because the defense can't stop anybody. Okay? So I'm tired of this whole Patrick Mahomes, is being favored by the media. Patrick Mahomes look at what the dude's done. Okay? Fastest to 15,000 yards, all right? First in touchdowns over, his course, okay? And most wins. He tied Otto Graham for that one. I don't even know who Otto Graham was. I know he's a quarterback. I think he played for Cleveland. The point I'm trying to make is I wasn't even born then. That was back in the 60s? When everything was just hand the ball off in a cloud of dust. They didn't know how to throw the ball back then. You can't expect Patrick Mahomes to do everything. Patrick Mahomes can make up for some defensive mistakes. But, who in their right mind puts Daniel Sorensen and pass coverage all by himself? Whose bright idea was that? Come on. Dan Sorensen, he has his moments. He can hit people. He can jar the ball loose. Yeah, he can make an occasional interception to close the game. He can, if the ball's thrown in his direction, he's got hands enough, he can get on it. But he is not a cover corner. Daniel Sorensen reminds me of back in the old NCAA football games when you were running your franchise mode and you were recruiting kids out of high school and you needed one of those cornerbacks that was a hard hitter. Okay? That's what I consider Dan Sorensen. But back then, if you recruited too many of those hard hitters, they couldn't cover anything. Okay? They couldn't cover their mouth to cough, much less cover anybody. So your franchise mode was jacked for 2 or 3 years until you finally got some corners that could cover. It just baffles me that you're gonna do all the cutesy stuff. How about do the stuff you need to do to win, and then do all that cute stuff? Yeah, I know it worked. Okay, we scored a touchdown. I get that, and maybe if CEH was a little bit better at the goal line, then we wouldn't have to do all that stuff. I hear that argument, okay, but you can't tell me that you can't hand it off to the fullback. You can't bring in a tackle eligible because we've been known to throw it to the tackle, okay? Just remember Eric Fisher caught a touchdown pass once. You bring in an extra tight end, and you give the ball, you put Burton in the backfield with someone behind him, and you give it to the up back. That's why you carry a fullback. Let the fullback go get the yards that you can't get. Okay? CEH is out for probably 3 to 5 weeks. I don't want to hear any of this Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley is washed up. If you think Todd Gurley can play, then you might as well let myself carry the ball. Okay? 51, arthritis, back issues, just coming off brain surgery. Yeah, Todd Gurley's the answer. Wrong. Okay? Marlon Mack. Trade for Marlon Mack. Yeah, let's just give away some more draft capital for somebody who's not worth it. So, that's my take on the game. Hey, again, it comes down to the defense. Okay, yeah, I know Patrick Mahomes didn't help by throwing 2 interceptions. I get that one of them was a pick 6. But, Daniel Sorensen, out in coverage by himself. And it was good to see Willie Gay out on the field. But can we, there's got to be something we can do with Ben Neiman. Give him a job. He can collect tickets at the gate. There's got to be somebody better that can get on the field than Ben Neiman. I mean, at least try Dorian O'Daniel. I mean, I know he's a special teams guy, but, Jalen Smith's got to be better than Ben Neiman. Come on. You can't tell me that Jalen Smith isn't better than Ben Neiman. And Jalen Smith is out there. At least he was when I did my research for this video. Maybe someone snapped him up. But that's all I got to say about this. The defense has got to fix itself. And that's the bottom line. All these people that are talking about 17-0, they should have shut up. Okay? How about we just do like Tom Jackson said a long time ago on NFL Primetime. The priorities for a football team. Number 1, win your division. Number 2, win home field. We need to focus on how about winning the next game. We got to go to Washington. That's the defense that don't play. And they got what's his name, Meineke or Heineke. Yeah, our defense is open season. I mean, quarterbacks are licking their chops. Ooh, we play the Chiefs. Ooh, Spags is going to give up. We gave up what, 350 yards to Jalen Hurts? Come on. And Jalen almost put a hurting on us. Anyhow, this video has gone a whole lot longer than I intended for it to go. But that's where I stand on things. If you agree with me, we want to post something in the comments, great. If you disagree with me, post in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I say things that aren't popular. Go look at my comments about the Jaguars. And I stirred those fans all up over Urban Meyer. And now the Jaguars have 20 losses in a row. I think the 5th longest streak. But don't worry, Jaguar fans. Just a little nugget out there. Detroit's coming for you. They're 0-5. They're still winless. So you can always count on Detroit to at least give you a little bit of competition for that. But please, if you would, hit the subscribe button. Subscriptions would really help me right now. Hit the like button if you like the video. Share the video with your friends out there. And until next time, hopefully I'm in a better mood and we won a game. Later.